What's going on, guys? It's a beautiful spring day in January in East Tennessee, so I figured we would take advantage of the opportunity, the warm weather, and I would take a break from the Mustang series just for a little bit here and show you guys some of the other vehicles that are on the property. And I'm doing this because so many people ask me if any of the other vehicles that we have here are for sale. And the answer to that question is yes, most of them are for sale. Now, they're not in the best of shape. Many of them have sat for years and years and years, just like the Mustang, but so many people were saying, is the Bronco for sale? I saw the Bronco in the background, would you sell it? So you can see some of the vehicles back here. I'm gonna take us over there. We're gonna see if we can get into them and just kind of show you around. I also kind of want to just give you a visual here of what we're working with. This property, we've been working on cleaning it up. It's gonna take a long time. There's the guard dog. There are other vehicles here that are sitting around. Honestly, you're gonna see them everywhere. But it's been pouring rain all night, so it's super muddy. It's an absolute mud pit back here. But we're just gonna take a look, and again, these are for sale. I'm not gonna deliver it to you. I'm not gonna load it up and drive it to your house, but I'll drop my email down in the description, and if you're serious about it, then you can drop me an email, or if you just want to chit chat about these vehicles, that's cool too. I like talking about them. We'll start with the black Bronco towards the end here, because that's the one that everybody was asking about. Again, you guys know that I'm just getting into cars. I've not been a car guy all my life growing up, so we're just going to take a look at them. You guys could help me out actually and give me more details probably than I can give you. But so we'll start with this one. I'll have to open the door and try to find out what year it is. I'm guessing it's 70 something just by looking at it. And like I said, guys, these, I mean, I'm not gonna pretend like they're in good shape. They've sat for a really long time. There's gonna be rust. This one in particular honestly looks rougher than I thought. Once we had actually moved it down here, it's pretty bad, honestly. And try to swing around, take a look at the rear, and hopefully the door is unlocked. It's got a little tire carrier on the back. This one's got moss growing on it, rust. It's seen some better days. And like I said, we'll get back to the Mustang series, but I just wanted to take an opportunity to show you guys this because there's some really cool vehicles on the property. Please be unlocked. Boom, it is. Oh man, and my worst nightmare, lots of spider webs. Oh geez. Okay, so we'll see if we can look in the door here. Hopefully this will focus. Manufactured by Ford Motor Company, date February 1979. So I don't know exactly how that works. I've been told sometimes that's the year that the vehicle is, or depending on the month, it could be like the next year. So this is like probably a 1979 since it was in February. Boy, the inside looks just as bad as the outside. Dash is kind of all jacked up, cracked up. Ay, ay, ay. Seats are worn to pieces. Does it have the mileage in here? 54,546. So I'm guessing that's rolled over, so it's probably 154,000. Check out the radio. There's all of 8 buttons on there. 4-wheel drive. I wonder if that's off of the breather off of this engine. There weren't a lot of room back in these, leg room that is, when sitting in them. You get little armrests and things in the back. Were these actually just, wow, okay, so there's no kind of headline or anything on that. Interesting. So this one is, again, as you can see, pretty rough. We'll go check the glove box, see if there's anything in that, and go check the passenger side. How do you open? Okay. Okay, we're gonna leave that there. So let's go over to the passenger side and take a look. And like I said, guys, feel free to reminisce in the comment section. Maybe you had one of these growing up and this brings back good memories and things for you. This one looks like it's probably in the worst, oh geez, the worst shape out of all of them. Now this one, this Galaxy over here is currently not for sale. That's actually another restoration candidate. Again, I know that it looks pretty bad, but my younger brother has restored cars for about 8 years, complete rebuilds from the ground up. So he may potentially be trying to restore that bad boy. Next one up, this is, I'm guessing, between 1990 to 1993 Bronco. I love the color. I love how it's white and then the red. This one's also in pretty rough shape. We could try to take a look underneath it, which I should have done with the black Bronco as well. Let's take a look at behind it. Another little tire carrier. See if we can look under the black one here. It may be too low to the ground. Yeah, it's too low. Just know that it's pretty bad. Pretty darn bad. Let's see if this one is unlocked. Not as bad over here. I really like the way this one looks. I don't know if it's these mean tires that are on it or what. No! Oh man, so we may not get to look inside of this one. If I can find the key, I might have to update the video. You can see where we tried to look inside earlier. Man, this one's not too horrible bad. There's probably a big glare on it. I don't know if you can see in there. That might not be very helpful. Man, okay. Maybe I can try to find the key for this one, so we can show it off a little more. The spare tire back there. This one, again, it's not in the best shape, but maybe not as bad as the black one. Gonna be plenty of rust under there for you. And let me know if you know what engine comes in these. I actually meant to see if we could pop the hood. Apparently I'm just all over the place. This might be a bad idea. All right, yep, and that was off of this one, the one that was sitting in there. Man, I wish I already was more knowledgeable on cars than I am currently. I don't know what size engine this is. This engine looks bad though, guys. I really think this one is too far gone, honestly. Yeah, that looks really rough, really rough. This one, I believe, is an Eddie Bauer. It's been wrecked. It's been hit in the front, which we'll look at as we work our way around. I'm guessing this is somewhere between a 90 to a 93. Hopefully it's unlocked so we can actually take a look. Blue and tan, what a color combo. Let's see if this door is unlocked. Scored, we're in. Okay, yep, so there you go. You can actually see right here on the driver's side, preventing us from opening the door all the way. We can maybe scooch in enough here. I'm a skinny guy. Let's see. Manufactured by Ford Motor Company. Date January 1990. So this must be a 1990 model or close to it. Let's scooch on over in here. This one's not terrible in here. It's more so just the body from the wreckage. Let's see, mileage. Let's bring that bad boy over here. 49,393, probably rolled over. Bring it over so you guys can see it a little bit. There we go. Heat and AC, 4x4. Jensen, that's a name that I recognize. Tape player. Interior is not bad. You can see it's got that Eddie Bauer, I'm guessing, interior special. My dad a lot of times use these as storage, unfortunately, so they're usually packed full of stuff. Headliner's falling down in places as to be expected. Windshield is cracked. Like I said, guys, it's not really a sales video. Honestly, the idea of this, there's so many buttons over here. Rear window can roll down. That's awesome, and a defroster, I guess, for the rear window. Oh, that's cool. Let's see if maybe if this hood will pop open. It's not a sales video. It's more so just spending time with you guys, taking a look at some older cars that are on the property. I just like talking cars even though I'm not super familiar with them. Like I said, I'm a quick learner. I like to learn, so that's kind of the idea and the plan. And you guys have been helping me out and letting me know stuff about the Mustang, and I'm telling you, it's helped me so much. It's crazy. So this one does have the big bad 5.0 in it. Love that motor. Doesn't look as bad as some of the other ones. Obviously, it's been sitting for a while. I believe this one actually ran when my dad parked it, but I don't know how long ago that was. I'm gonna be honest and upfront with you. Still kind of appears to be the nicest one out of the bunch, other than the body damage. So we'll go ahead and shut this up. There were actually, I believe, 7 Broncos in total. But these are the 3 that we have left. We've actually sold the other ones. Next up, surprisingly, an F350 Ranger. I'm used to, when I think 350 nowadays, I think of the big, huge trucks. So, I guess back in the day, this maybe looks like a 70s something, 80s something. We'll see if we can find out. Is that maybe a long bed? Looks like it is. It looks super duper long. This truck does not appear to be in the best of shape. This is a camper special. Looks like maybe it's been hit in the front with something. Not necessarily in a wreck though. Maybe it's just been hit. I think this was actually used as a farm truck. Yeah, definitely a long bed. Dented in the tailgate too. And this plate was renewed in 02. So this thing was driven at some point, which I say 02, it's 2021, so that's been over 20 or almost 20 years ago. Bed full of leaves, as you'd expect. Maybe there's some kind of hidden treasure in here. You never know, it would come with it. So come on, let's see. Oh, bummer. Door is locked. Another one. Obviously, I know you guys really aren't going to be able to see anything by me doing that. Yeah, not really. I'll see if I can find the keys for this. Inside is honestly probably just kind of to be expected, not in the best of shape. Like I said, I don't expect it to generate a ton of interest now that you guys are seeing the shape that these are in, but I still wanted to just give you an opportunity to show you some of the vehicles. And there's 1 or 2 more here on the property. I'll take you around and show you real quick. If you've made it this far into the video of me ranting and rambling, everybody says I talk too much. It should just be all car. I do run my mouth a little bit. So I'll take you over there just a little ways over and we'll look at a few more and then we'll call it a day. So I figured I would stop on my way up to some of the nicer vehicles and at least show you some of these shells that are sitting here. I thought that they looked pretty cool. These are kind of just your typical junkyard, busted up. There's almost no interior, no engine. Just to kind of show you what's sitting here. I still think it looks kind of cool just to take a look at them. Like I said, let me know on some of these if you know a lot about them, what years they are, or if it brings back memories for you. A couple of old trucks back there. Those have got to be at least 50s, right? 50s. Maybe 60s. See if we can navigate to this one. I think we can actually get to this one a little bit if I don't wipe out. Yeah, I mean, this looks old. Now keep in mind, I was born in '89, so these definitely to me are old school. Not really a whole lot of interior in there. Look at that steering wheel and that radio. Hopefully you guys can see it. There's too much stuff around this one to know if there's an engine or anything in it. So I don't even know what kind of car that is, to be honest. I would say these are for sale, but I really don't think anybody's interested in this stuff, to be honest. Really old looking little truck here. That's a Ford truck, right? Let's see if there's anything in here. Yeah, jeez. So old. Okay, anyways, I just wanted to show them off real quick. I'll show you maybe one or two, at least semi-nicer vehicles, and then that'll be it. Now this F-150 is very special to my mom. This is actually the vehicle that they went on their first date in, that they met in. So it is actually not for sale, but again, I've had so many people say that they just love these older trucks, these Rangers, these Mustangs, these Broncos. So I wanted to take a moment and just kind of show it to you guys. I mean, it's definitely not in good shape, but I think that this could potentially be a restore candidate. I'll see inside. I love actually the louvers on the back window, and you kind of got the bar with the lights on it. This one, he really let it go because it sat for a long time, but it was really decked out back in the day. You've got speakers up in the ceiling, a CB. I don't know, is this, I guess, was this added extra? If you guys know, let me know. Surely it didn't have this already in the top where you could put a CB and stuff in it. Is that a Cobra? Yeah, Cobra CB. This one's actually been covered a little bit, so it's not in nearly as rough a shape as some of these other vehicles. Woo! Dust everywhere. I was trying to look at the mileage, 92,162. Probably rolled over, but maybe not in this one. I don't know for sure. This one manufactured in 1978. So a 78 F-150, has some nicer Pioneer. I'm guessing aftermarket speakers put in here. I don't know what kind of engine is in this bad boy. I think there's one more vehicle, two more vehicles I can show you guys, and then that's gonna be it. It seems like I keep saying that, right? One more vehicle, two more vehicles. But this is several acres, and I keep finding more vehicles that I've forgotten about. So there's actually another Galaxy that's parked over on a trailer over there, not in too horrible of shape. I think that one's pending. I think that someone is actually coming to get that one. This potentially is for sale. This is an F-350 XLT dually. This is a 90 something model. We can look it up and see. This had some type of problem with the engine. My dad actually parked it and then it just sat. Unfortunately, he was bad about doing that at times. Massive toolbox back here. It was always really cool. These handles would light up when you turn the lights on. I always thought that was pretty nifty. Got a step bar running across the entire thing. This is a diesel, of course. Door is locked. Man, okay. Inside would be about what you expect for a 90 something model F-350. I think this is maybe late 90s. You can let me know. So we can't take a real deep look at this one. Pretty cool bumper on the front. As I said, I can always find out more about them. I don't expect a ton of interest in them. This one, nobody's gonna be that excited about a Mercury Grand Marquis. That one runs, I think, actually. And what we'll end on is a little special something that means a lot to me, actually. That's gonna be another series on this channel. This vehicle right here, as I said, it's not gonna generate as much attention as the Mustang, I know. But a 1993 F-150 XLT 4x4 has the 5.0 in it. This was actually my grandfather's truck, and it was passed down to my dad when my grandfather passed away, and now it has been passed down to me. This one does need some body work, needs to be sanded down, I'm guessing blasted and then painted. But otherwise it needs a fuel pump and to be freshened up, and this bad boy runs and is ready to go. So again, it's going to take some work, but I thought about actually doing that as a series on this channel too. Interior is not terrible. It is sat as well. I have no idea what the mileage is. We'll find out when we actually do a full video on it, but this was just kind of a quick sneak peek. So we're actually going to work to get this up and running too, and it'll be another project that we do on here. We've inherited lots of vehicles, unfortunately, since my father's passing. So that's gonna be it, guys. Like I said, the email is down in the description if you do have any interest in them. Maybe you live in East Tennessee. I've had people tell me they live not far from here, and maybe you want to take a look at one of the Broncos or something. You're more than welcome to do so. They are for sale, as I said, but don't expect it to be some kind of show vehicle or in any kind of decent shape. Most of them are rusted out, pretty rough. It is what it is. Okay, so make sure you subscribe to the channel for future updates. There's plenty of projects here that we'll be posting on the channel, just having a good time, having some fun, me and my younger brother who does a lot of car work. So that's gonna be it, guys. Appreciate you watching the video. Hope you're having an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next one.